Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. Today, we got another piece on Ripple and XRP, mostly tweets because they're just doing completely insane. XRP is plus 10% on the day, plus 1.5% on the hour, and almost at $3 billion in volume. XRP is also at 33 cents, and I can definitely tell you that most people in the community are completely psyched right now just because of how amazing this is moving along. Now guys, if you enjoy the XRP videos or crypto videos in general, make sure you press the like button on this video and don't forget to subscribe for daily crypto content. Now, the first article of today is XRP reaches latest 2020 high as bullish trend continues. So anybody could of course already guess and notice and see whatever that XRP is at the highest point of the day. I mean, that's pretty obvious, highest point of the day, but also the highest point of the month, which automatically here is also the highest point of the year. And even possibly the highest point in like, I don't even know how long it will be since XRP hit this high of a value. And about the volume, we're going to speak in a second here. But this whole article, and actually most of the articles that I've had open today, are just extremely psyched about how the trend has been continuing, and almost none of them had expected XRP to last as long as it is right now. A lot of articles were saying, we're getting XRP close to 30 cents, but it's gonna recover from there, or it's gonna fall back down afterwards. But right now, we did another 10% just on top of that 30-cent mark. XRP now available to 2 million new users via this Ripple partnership. Is the XRP token meets Bird worldwide audience of 2 million users? Is Ripple about to bounce back? Now, I think a little bit of this price has to do with the just enormous amount of positiveness that's in the crypto space, specifically directed towards XRP. We got two huge banks that have just partnered up with Ripple. That's one thing. Everybody's just positive about XRP. That's another thing. Community has dropped a ton of the fudsters, and really most of what I've been seeing today, yesterday, and the last couple of days is all just positive stuff, which again, I think does have a little bit of an influence. And then there's also these new, just general positions opening towards crypto, or I guess like easy access ways for money to flow into crypto that are just coming up every single day here, left and right. And I think that's all adding to a little bit of a boost to the whole crypto space in general. And that also allowed XRP to gain a little bit more than the rest. Now, how it could be that it's exactly 10% up over the rest, or actually plus like 11 or 12% against Bitcoin, I don't actually know. But there's a ton of articles and ton of tweets that I have open here, so let's cover a couple of them. One is from Ben McCom. He says, we just broke all-time high volume, bulls are in control. And that's a retweet from Wuston, who said, XRP to USD, a few hours ago, XRP broke the previous high in buyers volume of 2017. Buyers versus sellers, Bitstamp. Bullish divergence all the way up non-stop. Congratulations, XRP. And you see a little bit of a trading view post, or I guess like a chart right here, where you can see the volume in 2017 here, almost $3 billion at $3.53. And right now, again, just a little bit higher at $3 billion exactly at 33 cents. Pretty interesting to see. The price is 10 times less, but the volume is actually higher. Pretty amazing, guys. A real boy XRP replied and said, I'm using caution as bullish as I on XRP. Bitcoin and its whales still control this nascent, manipulated market. In my opinion, they will make this sacrifice to make XRP look like a bad investment. It's happened before and could happen again. Not financial advice, just a hunch. And it definitely could happen. And don't forget that BTC is always the controlling crypto until we either get a very big swoop in this dominance, a very big swoop. I'm talking like another 30% shaving off, maybe even 40%. Up to that point, Bitcoin is leading, and these coins are going to follow it regardless. Leonidas just posted a little bit of news, and just another example of why everything's moving so flawlessly good right now. BitAza exchange lists XRP with the Thai bot pair. When I told you guys here that there's tons of exchanges starting to accept XRP, tons of banks, tons of new countries, tons of new things coming out for XRP and Ripple, I was not joking, guys. I could sit here all day, just refresh my browser, and never run out of new content, never run out of new partnerships, never run out of new things. It's just been going insane. XRP Euphoria, Andrew P47809396, there we go, posted on Twitter. Remember this guy? Sold January 5th for $0.19. His bag would have been worth $10,000 more if it would have held for one more month. How do you think he's sleeping now? And that's a reply to Insane Trout UK 78 exclamation mark, because he said, I just closed all my XRP positions, and this is on January 5th, this week, a total of 68,500 XRP at a loss of over $20,000. I'll sleep better all night knowing I got out before it all collapses. And that's a very, very misfortunate decision, right? Very, very misfortunate. First of all, that his average price was pretty high. You know, that's I guess a little bit unfortunate. He didn't DCA his way down well enough, but also that he got out just before such a big rise. It happens to the most of us. You know, you never sell or get out at the right point. I also myself have had that problem where, you know, in my case with Bitcoin, I sold a little bit of Bitcoin at 75 or so, or $8,000, just a tiny amount, but still, you know, when the Bitcoin price goes up a couple of weeks afterwards, you feel kind of shit. And for me, it was just a couple hundred or maybe $1,000 or so that I lost, but this person lost like $10,000, which is really a lot more pain than I felt. And also, he closed his whole position. I just had a little amount that I wanted to cash out to buy something, I guess. And, you know, there's a difference, I guess. He just tried to get out of his position. Really, really bad decision in hindsight. Bank XRP said on Twitter, transfer Go with Ripple to provide world actual time funds to everybody. Devilinskas acknowledges that by 2020, even a couple of minutes shall be too gradual, which is why TransferGo is wanting to make use of Ripple's net on-demand liquidity with XRP. TransferGo companions with Ripple to provide world actual time funds, yada, 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 to every freaking body. This is amazing. It's coming along. It's just a matter of time, guys, before all of this just moves its way through, all right? It's coming. The only question is when, right? When is this general adoption phase going to conclude, and when is the real usage going to come in? Because right now it's just people trying to kind of create their web, people looking if they trust it, and I'm talking here more so about companies than people. But at one point, they're all already on the net, they're already in the network, and it's just going to be going up from there. Lord Lionel posted, an ex-colleague of mine just told me that Citibank has actually got an XRP price ticker monitor on their computer screens in the bank. This is rather telling. It's coming, baby. And then he has a little picture of dogs going to the moon. Don't know if that's from a movie or if it's just a GIF made for specifically the fun, or it's actually a panda. Yeah, it's actually a panda, I would say. A little panda going to the moon in a rocket with a monkey saying, whoa. You know, I think that's either from a movie or just a GIF made for exactly the same purpose. I don't really know, but I don't know if this is really huge news or not. You know, I don't know if this Citibank here is showcasing all the crypto with XRP in there, you know, just a ticker for people who like crypto. Or if it's only XRP, I guess it would be a little bit better, but I don't know about that one. So I don't want to I don't want to say too much. The crypto candy, I would bet my life on the success of XRP. You know, one person asks, how much do you value your life? I just find that a little bit funny. But here also, I like XRP, but that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I also find it kind of interesting how people are taking their crypto obsession quite far. I would bet my life on the success of XRP is it's pretty heavy. You know, it's a pretty heavy statement to make because, I mean, I'm quite convinced that XRP is going to do extremely good, but to bet your life, you don't know what's going on in the world. It's pretty crazy. A couple of people are in there and saying, like, I already did. For example, if you did financially, which I get. But this is also to show you guys how tight the community is and to what extent they want to go to support the currency they love. You know, for some people, XRP might be the only way to really acquire wealth. And they bet everything on there. Could be, might be equivalent to betting your life on something. XRP Mister said, "Who's finding it difficult to go to sleep? It's one of those nights you have to check the price at 2 a.m. Hashtag XRP." And honestly, I don't have it very often that I cannot sleep because of crypto prices. But tonight, if I'm actively in a trade, I might have to, because this is insane. This is just completely insane. This pace at which they're moving, to me, is really mind-blowing. And what if at night, all of a sudden, they go with another 10%, or they go 10% down? I want to know, all right? Because I'm in that trade then, and I want to know exactly what's going on, because these moves are not too ordinary. This is not an everyday thing. You don't see cryptos go on and gain like this for such a while. It really kind of feels like we have a major run on our hands now just because of the pace at which it has been moving. And it's really strange to have that feeling again of just day after day continuous gains. But let's hope that something bigger is going to be coming from this. I don't know though, but pretty excited for all of this. Marius said on Twitter, "This is what goes on in the mind of an XRP holder." I just giggled or laughed from this as well, because everybody's goal in the XP, or I would not say everybody's goal in the XP community, but like the pretty big goal for a lot of people is like to become really quite wealthy or really rich because of crypto. And I can understand why some people would have it in their mind to just always be on private jets from now on because you have made so much money holding crypto. I definitely think it's a lot of people's goals, and I found that a little bit funny as well. And then Andy SPQR, over $9 million XRP traded in 1 minute. This number and this ticker is just going off. And if you don't know where to find it, go to fiatleak.com. They didn't tag Fiat Leak, but I know for a fact it says it here, and I know this is on Fiat Leak. You can check it out if you want to see exactly the transactions going on right now, because that's also really quite crazy. How much money is flowing through, and I guess it's pretty obvious if you take a look at the daily volume here as well, $3 billion, breaking records, but hey, pretty cool everything. I'm pretty happy with the way XP is going right now though, guys. I think we covered most of the tweets that I had for today. Let's see, a quick look. We covered all the most important tweets. All right, and then one thing we should be talking about here is, what do we think is going to be coming from XRP? Do we think it's going to go down right from here? Is it like 33 cents and now back down to 25? Or is it going to be like, all right, 33 cents has been breached, right? A lot of these resistances, gotten over them with no effort. So we're going to go on higher? Is that the case? Or is it, these sells or these bears are going to be taken over eventually, because they're, of course, waiting to do so. So going to be taken over, or what was going to happen? What do you guys predict? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say. Also, comment down below if you would like to see another coin talked about on this channel. Today, I did quite a couple of videos because I had so much stuff that I want to cover. I did one really specific video on general crypto. Don't know if I'll release that before or after this one, but I also made another video on XRP as well. I don't know if that one will be up front or after this either. But still, guys, pretty happy you guys all came over. Make sure you press the like button if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more crypto daily content, and comment down below what coin you'd like to see next. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody.